We are having so much fun, and we know you're going to love our next guest. His name is Tony Walker, and he is a comedy guy. Comedy cures everything. So.
Absolutely. I had cancer at the age of 32, and I do believe that the laughter and the positive attitude got me through it just as much as the medications did, which led to the comedy troupe that I run called Knockem Dead Comedy. We do dinner theater, murder mysteries, game shows, kid shows. We're not stand-up or anything like that, just comedy shows, variety shows.
You go to restaurants and where else? Like theaters?
Restaurants, private parties, corporate events, fundraisers. Did I say fundraisers?
Fundraisers, firehouses.
Comedy shows, they're murder mysteries, they're audience participation. It's a scripted show because there's clues and hints that have to go out, but it's not a don't blink or you'll miss something. It's not Agatha Christie.
Right.
It's a comedy. It's lighthearted, but one of the characters does get killed,
right.
And then the audience has to figure out who did it and why. And if it's a private party or a corporate event, we personalize it to fit their event.
Now, do you ask the audience for help with the mysteries? Or
Yeah, they solve it.
All by themselves.
Based on what they saw during the show, we even give them a little section where they can interrogate the suspects.
Oh, that's
and,
fun.
So we'll deflect, deny, point fingers at other characters, but everybody makes the rounds throughout the whole room and talks to people.
The show is guaranteed. It's 100% guaranteed fun.
Totally.
Everywhere we go,
always.
Everybody loves that show.
The audience they just get so involved, and there's just such a part of the show, and that makes it even better.
Other things that you do aside from mystery.
we do game shows. Oh, the game show, we have a podium with lights and buzzers and sounds, and it's basically
Like
a trivia game show, or it could
Right.
be, again, we ad-lib with that too. So they may want a trivia game show, but if we show up and they're a loud, boisterous group and they're a lot of fun, we could ask them to do funny physical challenges or do some karaoke or whatever, or name that tune, whatever we feel like doing, and they'll be willing to do. We'll take it there.
What movie introduced the phrase, "There's no crying in baseball"?
Oh, wait.
What letter comes after A? Go ahead. B is correct!
Is there a favorite skit that you do that just still cracks you up every time you do it?
We do a lot of audience participation murder mystery shows, comedic murder mystery shows. And there's two shows. We have a mob show. We're in New York. You have to have the mob shows. And we have a redneck wedding, which is just
I have
it's
to
a
come
lot
see
of
that
fun.
one.
You're welcome
Yeah!
anytime. In fact, I even
Well,
brought
growing
you a
up in
shirt.
St. Louis, Missouri, I have to say, you did?
Oh, of course I did.
Hey!
That you will wear everywhere you go. In fact, I have a whole bunch. I'm giving one out to everybody.
Everywhere I go. Okay.
That's right.
There you go.
Knockem Dead
Oh,
Comedy.
that's great.
Can I
Knockem Dead
pretend I'm
Comedy.
drinking something?
Excellent. Yeah, you can pretend like you're
Thanks,
drinking
thanks.
something.
I'm having fun on the set.
We actually do put water in it when guests ask,
Just
we
not
do. But
this
if you
guest,
if you don't ask ahead of time, wait, this one's full of water. You ready? One, two, three. All right, there you go.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy with those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Hi, there we go. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show, live podcast coming at you live from the Twitch channel of Governor's Comedy Club. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. And please, like the show, subscribe to our channel, and share the link all over the place with everybody. And we appreciate the support. It's Friday. Lots going on this week. You can go see this guy tonight. Where?
In Huntington, a place called Industry. It's in Huntington, and it's
I never heard of it.
It's more of a happy hour From 6 to 8. The show is from 6 to 8.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Go see that from 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then come here and see Knockem Dead Comedy performing in the Giggle Room. It's supposed to be a 7:30 start, I believe the flyer says, but we'll wait. We'll wait.
Well, this is why my post that I did to promote this show, for my show, was, hey, there are a lot of great shows this Friday. There really are, all over the island, here, at McGuire's, at other places, bars and whatnot. And, like, but definitely you should come see me. It's almost like a can't miss. Just go out tonight.
Yes.
I guess is my point.
It is weird, though, right? When you're in this business or a musician or whatever, you want people to come see you, but at the same time, you want people to, I want to support my friends. It's weird.
Well, and you know what? It 100% should be like what you're into, like the
that's a whole other show.
Yeah. But doing like the comedic murders, which is so pussy. You guys should be doing real murders, but but that's like that's a style, and maybe if you like that style, don't come see me. Go fucking there. Like don't just because you're friends with me or whatever, and you're like go if you prefer that kind of thing, by all means go there.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, and ours is early enough that people be able to make a couple of them. It's going to be a little difficult to get to other ones that are a little further away, but I think Huntington is probably not that bad of a.
It's not that bad from there to
distance to go.
That time of night, 20 to 30 minutes, I guess. Not that bad. But see, I don't. I mean, of course, running the murder mysteries. Of course I know that this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I want everybody to.
Yeah, just go out.
Yeah,
holy shit!
Get a good crowd.
Again, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a great show tonight. That's one of my favorite sayings of all time, and Tony said he had never heard it.
Never heard it before until a few minutes ago.
Yeah, a couple of minutes before we started. Because, like, think about it. Like, it's a dead cat.
Right, so you're swinging
and you're swinging it by its tail. I mean, I guess it's dead, so you could swing it by its head.
You could swing it
without any sort
of from anything from its penis.
Yeah, from the center of it.
Right.
But I think of it in my mind as the tail, and that's hilarious that you're hitting people in the head with a dead cat.
That's what's the old joke? The blind man swinging his seeing eye dog around, and the punchline is just looking around.
Yeah,
something like that. I don't remember.
That's a long time.
Yeah, a long time. That's where's Fremder when you need him.
Oh, God, don't. You say his name 2 more times, fucking, there's going to be some sort of fucking piss, shit, or dick joke showing up in the fucking comments.
Or something like those old corny seeing eye dog jokes.
Isn't his ass okay yet?
He said that, he has said that within the past week. I forget exactly what day it was, where he said he's just about better and just about ready to come back to life. And actually, wasn't it last Friday?
Last Friday, I thought, he had said he was close.
Yeah, I think that's when it was, last Friday. And then we said, come on in when you're ready. But I'm glad he's not here today. I'm glad there's nobody else here today, and I'll tell you why. That's right.
We're going to do it.
Live on camera. Live on camera. Did you see the picture that I used to promote today's show?
No, actually, it didn't. Normal. I get fucking these. Yeah. I'm angry today. I don't get updates until hours, literally hours later.
From about here or
where
in
I'm
general?
Tagged, yeah. Like everything.
Yeah, Facebook sucks.
Let me see now.
But yeah, I want you to see it because there is a reason I used the picture I used today.
Okay.
I might, you know what? To be honest, I don't know if I tagged you. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Facebook. Tony Walker.
Well, no, they still suck.
Yeah, but you didn't deserve that, Facebook. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's a great shot of me. Yeah. No, those are some classy fucking white nose hairs I have going on in there. That's some underlighting you don't want.
Oh, there he is. A blind man walks into a bar, then a chair, then a table. So
I think he would have fell after the first one.
There is a reason why I used that picture. First off, I'm a little I'm starting to wonder about myself that I was able to take that screenshot of that particular pose. But today's show, does involve things in your mouth, which is why I used that picture.
Well, that wasn't about things in my mouth. That was about...
Well, the video, but that picture makes it look... Yeah. Okay. So today's show is about something in your mouth.
Did the box come? That's the box? I was like, why is he carrying a box? Okay. Hey, Carol. I love you, baby. I hope you're wearing something comfortable.
She's not... I haven't seen her name come up. So
in my mind, you're wearing something comfortable.
Should we wait to see if she shows up?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm... otherwise, we're just going to gorge on it afterwards.
The box is here.
Carol's box is here. We're going to really beat up that box.
And she, like, her penmanship is a little sloppy, so it's a big, sloppy box.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we'll give it a little time to see if Carol shows up. Carol has sent us the Buc-ee's.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, look, it's almost $14 just in shipping. But it's going to be worth every penny.
Not something that I can say is like a lot or a little in my mind, because I don't think I ship things that often.
Now, Jeff, who did the show yesterday, he was, like, begging me to hold on to some of this for him. Because he's coming back next Thursday. Yeah, he's probably
a whole week?
Yeah. I even said that to him. I said, I don't know if I can wait a week, man.
You're not going to be able to.
My mother's been bugging me. I want some chocolate. Shut up.
Fucking roommates, right?
Exactly.
Am I right?
Oh, by the way, the weekday potato show was nonstop, an hour of constant laughter, and I realized this about comedy during the show. If you can tell a story in a funny, relatable way, then you'll never have a bad joke. Well, I agree with that. That's my...
Okay, now you know that. Try living it. Sorry, you served that one up too much.
Oh, that's true. That was a softball. But to me, that's like rule number one for comedy to me. Make it relatable and tell it in a, just tell it in a relatable, engaging way. I mean, again, I know I talk about him like crazy, but that's Joey Cola.
Oh, absolutely.
He takes everyday things and just talks about it and makes it funny.
I've seen Chris Roach a few times more. I had not seen him a lot through the years that I've been doing comedy, but in the last couple of weeks, I've seen him several times. And that's Roach is
great
at that. It's just
he's going to be teaching a comedy class.
I saw that he does every now and then.
Yeah, he's done it before with her Lori Davis.
Yeah,
three stage.
I actually was like, oh, maybe, and then like the day of the week is, of course, it's always a
and it's
day of the week
it's near here, so you'd have one hell of a drive.
Well, I took Trusin's class, but that's because it was offered on that Monday. That was a period of time where it was offered on Mondays, and I would just drive here straight from work and sit in the parking lot and try not to get caught masturbating, and then come in and do the class.
But you wanted to get caught. That was part of the arousal.
Well, that is part of what I do, yeah.
Kent Pichelle is here. I want some chocolate. Good morning, kids. Hello, my math friend, Andy. Thanks for keeping it cool there, Ken. Is that something you said to him or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, because it's in quotes.
I don't think I would ever say that. I think that feels so foreign.
Oh, and I forgot to say good morning to Bosie. Bosie's watching.
Oh, hey, Jeff. Love you, baby.
Come see Jeff tonight.
Oh,
he'll be in the show.
Oh, shit.
He's in the show.
I feel bad that I'm not going to.
He will not be wearing a dress. He's done 2 different Knockem Dead comedy shows where both of those characters were in dresses. This time he's not in a dress. He plays a man.
Well, now I don't feel bad about missing it.
It's a very flamboyant man.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
A constipated math teacher works it out with a pencil. Oh, my goodness. Ken Pichelle now says my bad. So I guess maybe he confused you with another Andy.
He's just being hopeful.
Or is he talking to Fremder?
Someday, Ken. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so Jeff Bosie, he'll be here tonight in the show, in the Murder Mystery, in the Giggle Room. You can still get tickets. There are some tickets still available. So go to govs.com, make your reservations.
Nice.
Lots of stuff going on with Governors this weekend. Andy Pitts is playing the club. Nikki Smiggs will be here with Mike Keegan.
Nice.
Out in McGuire's, you got D.C. Benny. I think that's tomorrow, I think, right?
Probably tomorrow.
I think McNeely is tonight, right?
Is Terry McNeely.
With Joe Cravella and Joe Winchell, Billy Geyer, Tony Landolfi, and Rob White.
Right. We're Fat J short of it being the crew.
But, well, I don't see your name.
And Dan.
And you.
Oh, yeah, and me, I guess. But Dan LaRocco and Fat J and myself would have made it the family.
Absolutely. Yeah, that he should do that. That should be his crew, and that's you guys should go out.
In a way, it
yeah,
is.
but regularly.
You can't have like that many guys necessarily on.
Butera does it.
Yeah, but dude, I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Oh, that's right. We're in the air. I wonder if I wonder if it would work today. Like I'm thinking, like to have those amount of guys. Like if you kept it, like Compound Media, Anthony Cumia, he has his set guys, and they travel with him. Like, and I wonder if you go back to the old days of Long Island. It's weird calling it old days. I'm talking about the '80s.
Yeah, back in when people,
like
a long time ago.
Yeah, it is weird that, but I mean, it's 40 years ago.
Yeah,
where you would take guys like Rob Bartlett, Bob Nelson, Jackie the Joke Man, Eddie Murphy, and these guys would jump on stage together and do various bits together. So I wonder if that's a way. Would that work today? If guys go up as a duo and doing some kind of.
That would be fun to try to see if that would work. It
I
would
would
have
love
to be
to
the
try
right
that.
two people because just stylistically, like some people are just like the white whale. Like Terry McNeely. I don't think he could have.
Oh no, McNeely would still be the headliner, and he would come on at the end,
and
doing his own thing.
Billy
no.
is like
right.
is a white whale as well. Like you just
right.
He's so great.
Right.
And I actually would say Rob White is like that as well.
But I could see Cravella and LaRocco doing something. I could see you and maybe Winchell.
Well, see, it's funny because like Winchell and I tend towards the deep end of the geek pool.
But that could work.
People don't want to fucking hear about that shit. Like, because like if you saw Joe's podcast that I was on, it was like it just gets deep movie wise into things that, and he has the right producer to like to edit it and to drop. And he's bringing up. We're sitting in his producer Chris Silva's basement apartment, and he's got a giant fucking TV. And what he does is he hooks that up to his internet in the other room. And he's like, so if Joe says, hey, could you pull up? And he'll pull it up and we're able to see it.
Okay.
And then he edits it back into the podcast afterwards.
Right.
So that people can also see the what we're looking at. But like we were talking about like Lee Van Cleef's first appearance in a movie, which was Creature from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I think I want to say it was.
I'm already falling asleep.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you guys would do something like that. I'm saying you would do bits.
I know, but that I don't know. Have you really seen Winchell? Because Winchell is like he's got a lot of energy for his like he's.
Oh, his set. Yeah, I have seen it.
He's. I don't know where anybody would fit in with anybody else. Because even Joe and Dan, I think comedy has taken such a fucking pathway away from duos.
Yeah, definitely.
That we all go up there trying to tell our truth, and that is very difficult to mesh with somebody else's truth.
Right, and that's why I ask if duos would even work today, because it's a completely different form. It's not a matter of sharing your truth. It's a matter of just being entertaining, and not that telling that your truth isn't entertaining, but it's just a different form where it's more slapstick, it's more scripted. It's not so much telling your truth and talking about, say, current events or what you believe in. This is more just silliness.
But and that's why I said I don't think people are into that, because if you pull apart like what comedy duos are, you have a straight man and the wacky one, and I'll tell you, even from like during hangs, what's happening is nobody wants to be everybody's trying not to be the straight man during a conversation with comedians.
Yeah.
It's all everybody's trying to. And it's funny because this has come up in a bunch of conversations as to whether or not it's competitive or whether or not it's like people trying to top each other. I don't think it is. I think it's that we want to be funny. We want the situation to be the funniest it possibly can be.
It's not topping. It's bouncing.
Yeah, it's much more, to me, it's much more collaborative.
Right.
There are people who they like to shit on everybody else.
Well,
and those are the fucking pathetic ones. Is the people who can't not shit on people.
Right.
They're bullies probably from way back, and they think that they're funny, and maybe they've said some funny things over time, but they lack a spine in a way to like stand up on their own. They have to push somebody down.
Oh yeah.
And that's really very pathetic.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this. So I'm not going to name any names. But it's true. I love I was watching your eyes and you're like, holy shit. He's working it in. He's working that whole conversation in right now. Yeah. So that's like, I think people don't want to see that either.
I miss that. I mean, because, I'm old.
Oh, it's in nostalgia. Don't
grew
get
up
me
on that
wrong.
stuff.
Martin and fucking
Martin and Lewis?
Martin and Lewis, fucking
Rowan
Lewis
and
Andy.
Martin.
Rowan and Martin, like there's so many. There were so many that were able to do it, but it's so hard, and you see it even when people are just talking to each other. That nobody in comedy today, what I see is there's nobody really wants to be a straight man.
I would do it.
Yeah,
I would love to do it actually. I like setting up. I like throwing the softball and then seeing where it goes.
So then maybe you should be talking about yourself. Maybe you need to find, and I think maybe podcasts do that.
Well, true. I mean, we're doing it right now.
Right.
But again, podcasts are just about all podcasts are nothing but this, just talking. Where I'm talking about, the comedy duo bits.
Right.
And I guess the most recent one that I've seen, going on a local scale, was Rich Walker and Chris Monty. They were doing YouTube shorts where they were doing some.
Yeah, but they were doing
stuff.
classic bits, weren't they?
They were doing like classic jokes.
Retakes on.
Yeah.
Retake on,
Well, all right. So I guess you go a little before that. Rich Walker and Eric Haft. They were doing an Abbott and Costello thing for a while,
right?
Where Haft was Bud Abbott and Walker was Lou Costello, but that was more of like a tribute act,
right?
Like they were dressing up like them.
What I'm saying. Like it's nostalgia. Everybody's tapping in. They're all tapping into nostalgia to do that. I think. And dude, if it's good, it's good. Like I like it's not like a judgment like that. I'm talking about like comics coming up and going and saying to themselves, "Let's go up there, you and I." I don't know.
Yeah. Let me read some comments. I'm still waiting to see if Carol shows up. Stephen Wright, to me, is hilarious as well. Well, yeah, absolutely. So that was from Frumder. Ken Pichelle, I will now always overuse this. Jeff Bosey is fedorable. Oh, my goodness.
I'm for it.
Well, it's been almost 23 years since what? I think Bosey's trying to say since the 1990s. But it came out in the 1900s.
No, since the 20th century. It's been 20 years.
Forgive me.
It's a little bit more proper and gets people thinking to say the 20th century.
Got it.
1900s, yeah, it'll bring you.
Yep, you're right, Jeff. But I used to like even when Bartlett and Nelson were in here. I mean, the stuff that they just sat down and just started going. It's like, oh my God, this is genius, and it took me back to being a kid where I used to see these guys.
Right.
But so that's the thing. I don't know if I'm laughing because it's nostalgic for me, or is it, or would it work today?
Well,
if two younger guys jumped
and
up.
Again,
and
like to further break it down, or make my point a little bit better is people are sort of anti-character. In terms of like what I say by living your truth and going up there,
yes,
and that's very much you have to be playing two characters. Like Abbott and Costello were playing like the
straight smart one and the dummy, right?
Yeah, and
Burns and Allen did the same thing. Laurel and Hardy did the same thing.
I don't think people are particularly cool with that now because that's what I'm saying. Like it seems like it can be
bullying, you're right.
In a way, like that somebody is constantly shitting on somebody else. It's moved into the hacky world.
All right, well then I'll go back to Bartlett and Nelson because they would jump up and do. It was almost like a Whose Line Is It Anyway type thing where they would just jump up and do bits where they were different characters, with each bit.
Oh, well, that's improv. That's long form. That's the root behind long form improv. Yeah.
But I think it was a mixture. I think there was some long form, but I think and I might be completely wrong on this, but I think they also wrote some stuff ahead of time too. So it's a little bit of both.
It's like the Second City model.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So you could still have a duo. And if they're doing different bits, or you know what? Forgive me. Currently we got the Uncle Louie Variety Show.
All right.
These guys, I absolutely love their show. I think it's hysterical, and they both play different parts. And they have their set characters that they do their YouTube videos with and whatnot, and they also come out as themselves in various parts. So they're not. You don't have, and they do it smartly because you have, instead of having your dummy, your Lou Costello type dummy, it's an old man who's just out of touch,
right?
And so he doesn't get a lot of things, and he's off the boat, Italian. So a lot of the things he says comes out weird.
Are we gonna count Jeff Dunham as because he's writing both parts of it? He just happens to be using a puppet to be the other person, and I think that's people have a lot easier time being okay with that. Like that, the puppet is shitting on him, he's shitting on the puppet.
Yeah. Okay.
I
think puppets. I think you have to be like a Dunham level because you either succeed like Dunham, or you want to talk about hacky. I mean, there's no in between with puppet shows.
That's why I do the puppet during Dracula.
Yeah, but it works
because it's hacky, because that's the act. That's.
Yeah, but people aren't.
If I were to go up there and seriously try to get laughs with a fucking puppet,
right?
It would be
hacky.
Yeah, totally.
But people understand what you're doing, so it's not hacky,
right?
And it works and it's funny. But yeah, so to me that's I don't know, something a little different. I mean, but you're right though. I mean, I guess I would consider that duo, but yeah, I don't know. I just missed the duo thing. I used to love it.
Yeah, no, I remember there was a blind dude. There was a blind Hispanic dude and a white dude that used to be a duo in the late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, no, I don't remember that at all.
They were fucking great. They really were. Wow. I know somebody out there is going to know.
Yeah. Any of you guys know? We'll have to call Don Sill.
Yeah, Don would definitely fucking know. Or Don can call and yell at me.
Have you talked to him since?
No, but I don't think it's that.
No, I'm joking. Congratulations. Don's son got married last weekend.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Congratulations.
We're down in Raleigh for the fucking state fair. I love state fairs. I've never been to the New York State Fair, but I've been both to North Carolina and North Dakota state fairs.
The North fairs.
Yeah, the Tour de Nord, if you will, en français.
Duos will definitely work, says Fremder. They just have to be funny. All right. Well, he just basically.
Oh, well, you told us.
He just.
Fuck. How did I not think of that? Thank God Fremder fucking comments and shit, because I would be lost.
If this was a 10-minute show, that's how I would have put it.
Right.
But who's this?
Hakuna Matatas.
Oh, Hakuna Matata. Do we know who that is?
You know what? It's the kind of name that I think Bozy would use.
Oh.
But
he's there.
But it also, to be honest, Tim Saliani in some of his moments would use use a name like that.
And I would Hakuna his tatas.
Big time.
I've run into a lot of people who always try and top each other, even just in conversation. Like, can we just be normal people? Do we always have to be on?
Yeah, but that's see. Yes, you're right. But also, comedians are mentally ill.
Most of them.
Yeah, the good ones. No, it's sort of part of the culture, like the whole topping and talking to somebody in real life who is a story topper is one of the fucking most frustrating things you could do. And I've gone into this before of what my method of battling story toppers, which is to tell a shit yourself story about a time that you shit yourself. Mm-hmm. And this worked with my dad, who's like one of the biggest story toppers of all time.
Tell me one of your shit. Let's share a shit myself story right now.
All right, let me think. So I was at a toilet recently, and I've been eating a lot of chili.
Wait, all right, yeah, I'm dying to hear the story because I want to know how you shit yourself when there's a toilet there.
Well, I'm peeing, and I was, and it was a shart. You know?
Oh, all right.
And it was fucking bad. Like there was actually and it was a paste.
It actually came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just sat there. It wasn't even like it came out and slid all the way into the underwear. And I just had to fucking.
But that's good because then you're not ruining your underwear.
Totally. But then you have to play it off. And I think I was out somewhere and I had to fucking be like, well, I'm going to go, you guys. And all right. And so now I have to go sit
you're at the toilet. Why couldn't you just stop the pee or wait for the pee to finish, turn around? Oh, so there was no
Somebody
toilet?
Was in the stall.
I would have just turned around and let it drop into the urinal. It's better than keeping it in my pants.
Noel Rodney Jr. has this great anti-urinal a joke, and I cannot remember it, but he got us all chanting like "fuck urinals" or something like that at a mic. That was really, really funny. But yeah, and even that, and saying like I shit in every urinal I encounter was like kind of
I've never done
premise
that.
of
I have, yeah.
You've never done that?
Shit in a urinal?
I feel like that's like
No.
something everybody has to experience once. At least.
Andy, honest to God, I've never shit in a urinal, and I've only shart maybe twice in my life. Honest. Swear to you. It's just something that doesn't really happen to me.
Fucking lucky prick.
Believe me, I got other shit going
Sharting
on.
is a way of life. My best friend, when he was alive, would say, my fart ship separator is on the blink. if he was like in danger of sharting.
That's great.
Like, my fart shit separator's on the blink.
One time I was doing a murder mystery, Patchogue Fire Department, and their room that we were performing in was on the second floor. So we're walking up the stairs, and Shevlin was behind me on the stairs. And I'm thinking
he's going to deserve whatever this is.
And I'm thinking, no, it karma.
No.
We're walking up the stairs, and so his, my ass is right in his face, and I'm like, oh man, I really wish I could fart right now. So I was like, I was like, let me push, and I ended up shitting myself.
So you did it yourself. Okay.
I shit myself.
It's not even like an accident. Like,
no.
I mean, it kind of was an accident, but you were kind of intentionally. Where most people are just like, oh, I'm at the urinal. Let me let this fart slide.
Right.
And it's like, oh. And you're like, and then it makes you stop peeing too.
Right. Yes.
Which sucks. But
yeah, so I ended up shitting myself. So I just went to the bathroom and I got rid of my underwear. And I actually, there's another guy in the cast who rode with me to the show. I called him up. So I was like, I'm in the bathroom. Can you come in here? He's like, what? I said, can you just help me out?
Just a hand job.
Comes in. Yeah. I'm in the toilet. I pass over $10 and my car keys. I said, can you go out and find a place that sells underwear and get me some underwear? He's like, what?
Wow.
And I told him, I said, I just shit myself trying to fart in Shevlin's face. Okay, and so he did. He went out and bought me some underwear.
I think anybody would do that.
My worst, I was working at the phone company. We were in Massapequa. And when I spent time in a department that did underground work, installing conduits.
Right.
So we would have to tear the road, jackhammers and backhoes. I worked all that stuff for a few years. And so we were jackhammering the parking lot.
By the way, yes, Fremder, backhoes is where you go for anal in the prostitution world.
He knows that already.
All right. I just want to make sure he doesn't write that.
Oh, he was definitely, and now he's like, oh, delete. We had Sizzler for lunch, and we're back on the job site, man, and this stuff went right through me. I don't know what's that one. This stuff went right through me. And we were installing phone lines into an abandoned building. But they were going to build it into.
I hear you, but also it sounds like the perfect fucking bureaucratic stupidity. Like,
oh, absolutely.
This building's abandoned.
This is out of this story is out of a bad movie. So I go to the guy. I was a temp at the time. My first 2 or 3 years of the phone company, I was a temp, and they treat you like crap when you're a temp. Well, yeah.
It says right in line with the vocabulary for the story.
I go to the guy I'm working with, and I go. He had the keys to the truck. It was his truck. I go, can I get your keys? He's like, why? I said, I'm not feeling good. I said, I want to run. There was a phone company building in Massapequa. I said, I want to go use the bathroom. I said, up yours. Get back. Finish what you're doing over there. I said, no, I'm not messing around. I don't feel good. Up yours. I'm not giving you the keys. Son of a bitch. I go back. Not even 10 seconds later, I go back. I get out. We got a big ditch. I jump up. I go, I'm going to be sick. He goes, go see what's in the building. This abandoned building. You got to be kidding me.
It's very appropriate for Halloween weekend, too, kids.
Yeah, exactly. I walk in. Yeah. And I'm like, no way. So I'm looking around, and I find what was a bathroom. So I go in there, but my pants are already a mess. I do my business. I look behind me. I'm telling you, God just dropped it down. It was an unopened package of toilet paper. I'm like, you
wasted it. You wasted
What do you mean?
the one moment that the universe lines up to help you.
Well, with my waist. So I wipe my ass, but now my pants are soiled and disgusting. I'm actually. So now I'm walking through this abandoned building with my pants and my ankles. I'm actually like
Yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to figure out a way to clean this up before I have to put the pants back on. And I struck out. There was nothing in there. So I put the pants back on. I run back outside to where we're working, and I just dive into the ditch, and I'm like rubbing, like I'm just rubbing myself in the dirt to like just.
Smart.
And it actually did kind of work.
No, dirt is fucking.
Yeah. But
lit.
these guys were like, what the hell are you doing? So I actually stopped at one point, and I pointed, and you see this big shit stain on my ass. And they just started cracking up.
So here's my $1 million idea.
Sorry. I don't know how we got into this stuff.
No, it's shit yourself. It's good. Like that's the kind of story you guys, and if you don't have a shit yourself story, you're fucking lying. But use Tony's then. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of thing. You tell a shit yourself story, and a story topper their brain will freeze because you
can't top that.
They want to have something that is quote unquote better. But by having a better shit yourself story, you kind of make yourself look like a piece of shit. Like not as cool as you were trying to be with topping with everything else. So yes, you can have regular conversations, and yes, you're going to deal with story toppers, but it's best to have a plan, is what I'm saying, when you're dealing with a story top, or in case of dealing with a story topper. Or tell them if it's a dude, tell them about a time you couldn't get it up.
That's a good idea.
And they'll just be like, "Oh, that must have sucked." It's like right. Yeah, and you could see them in their eyes, and they are thinking about the time they couldn't get it up. They're like, you did that to them, like you controlled the conversation. Sorry, this is about power.
Yeah, true.
I believe that. I came up with that theory both with growing up with my father, but also I had a lieutenant who used to come into my office when I was stationed in Goldsboro down at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. And he would come in. He was former Navy. We were about the same age. He was from upstate.
Yeah.
And so, New York. And he was like, all our tax dollars go down to you guys. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because don't think for a second that we see any of the money from Long Island. And that's why every now and then there's a Long Island separatist movement that pops up.
Yes.
And it's real. I would actually say physically the island from Brooklyn, from Fort Hamilton to Orient Point, that should be we should be our own state. Have Manhattan, have the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Staten Island would love to be a part of this, but fuck Staten Island.
In the face.
And like us be a state, and the capital would be somewhere in Brooklyn or Queens. I mean, I guess for building's sake, I've always said Huntington would be a great place for the capital of
Hicksville,
Long Island. No,
it was just
no. I know what the fuck you were doing. No, I mean anywhere like that, like kind of central Coram, like something that's kind of central that the expressway passes by somewhere remotely close, and then we be our own state. It would be. I believe we would immediately be the 13th largest state or 12th largest state.
Oh, yeah.
In the Union. Yeah. Like,
it would be nice to kind of, as much as I love New York, it would be kind of nice to kind of separate from the city and the governor, and there's some.
Well, the governor's come and go. We would have our own fucking shitty fucking governors.
Well,
like,
true.
That would be.
That's true. You're right. It wouldn't make any difference.
That's silly. It's always silly when people fucking, and not just you. It happens a lot where people are like, I don't want to be part of that. Dude, shut the fuck up. There would be somebody we get elected that you hated, and you would fucking be stuck here.
Yeah,
and you'd be like, I want Suffolk to be its own state.
Yes.
Like, where does that go?
Right.
When does that end? But I do think, because I would like to see half of New York shrivel on the vine after the economic engine that is the physical Long Island from Brooklyn to Orient, Fort Hamilton to Orient, is what drives. Yes, Manhattan is huge. It's the capital of the world and all this other shit, but it can't keep itself together.
Right. Yes.
Manhattan still needs everybody from around to run it. Brooklyn, Queens, not so much.
Right.
It's pretty much self-sufficient or is fed by Nassau and Suffolk.
Right.
You don't really have too many people from Jersey. Oh, I work in Brooklyn. No, you don't. You would move to Brooklyn.
Right.
because getting through that is so obnoxious.
Yeah.
But I would love to see that because I think they would all shrivel on the vine.
Let's see. I'm going to go back. Oh, so Ken Pichel talking about comedy duos, Martin and Berra. Fremder would love to be involved in a bit show.
Should do it. Then do it.
Oh, Key and Peele. All right. Yeah, I forgot about them.
Key and Peele. Well, but Key and Peele are sketch duo.
True.
Like, that's different. That's not stand-up.
There's no rhyme and no reason to the fact that you all are short-selling the team of Bosie and Rada.
Or are we?
Yeah, I don't think we are.
We're overselling in a lot of ways.
Good morning, New York girl. A duo with a blind guy. I didn't see that one. Says Fremder. Is it Alex Valtez and Jim O'Brien?
And Jim O'Brien. I believe that is the
I
the
don't
duo.
know
They were
that.
fucking hilarious. Oh, I think if you were to like Google and see the dudes,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, I do remember seeing them because they were always on like A&E at the Improv, Half Hour Comedy Hour, like all those.
That choice alike, yeah.
All those 80s and into early 90s stand-up shows.
So I guess our shit stories, New York girls said, well, so much for eating my breakfast while watching the show.
What, are you eating shit? Then don't eat shit.
Butt cheeks are like the mud flaps to a truck, says Fremder.
Well, hopefully they're not, but yes, they can be.
Newsflash, Giselle and TB are...
Tampa Bay? No, Tom Brady.
They are no more. I mean, divorce finalized, they're alive. Oh, so it's official? They are getting divorced?
I don't care.
Yeah, I really don't care.
It's the rich people. We're talking about rich people.
Yeah, exactly. Your boss saying up yours, that's pretty much accurate. I would have shit on his head and said, yep, this is up from mine.
Let me do this one. Goldsboro. Because that's how he would have said.
Well, now do the next one.
Hicksville.
Nice. Does Andrew shit gyros?
That's racist. But
yes.
SOS? New
What?
York girl was eating SOS.
She was.
Love some SOS, man.
There she goes. That's what
You
she
know,
said.
my midnight chow order every time in the Air Force was 2 hash browns because they were like those classic rectangular hash browns.
Yeah.
2 hash browns covered in SOS or creamed beef. I don't know how. I think creamed beef sounds more like you're saying shit than SOS.
I never even heard of that. Creamed beef?
Well, it's or sausage gravy is another way that they. Another name of it, and it's the white gravy that has like sausage bits in it. That's what SOS. That's what shit on a shingle is.
Oh,
it's that on toast.
All right.
Big time World War II. Anybody, if you knew, people were involved in World War II, and they would tell you that was always breakfast at the chow hall.
Oh, okay.
But I would have that, and then I would take hot sauce and put it on there, and I have some bacon. Oh my God, being hammered drunk eating that was amazing. I mean, yes, I would shit myself the next day. Oh, call back.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Carol to get... I don't think we should wait anymore.
Okay, yeah, no, you had 20 minutes.
So I have not even opened this box.
50 minutes.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, you're right, 50. I have not even opened it. I have been...
This is unopened. I know it looks like it there, but...
No, this is the way I received it. So, and it's taped. I mean, she taped the shit out of this thing, so it's going to even take me a minute. But
I think you're going to have to take care of your leg so we have something sharp to open it with.
My leg is sharp. Oh, look at that. No, I think look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, I surprised myself. All right, so let's see.
Here we go.
She's, like I said, it's got...
All right, Daphne.
See, this already made my day. Thank you, Carol. All right. Let's see.
All right, I get the rest. No, of the box.
I know, I was joking. Oh, the milk chocolate caramel, which I love. Oh, there's a note. Tony and Joy, love C.
Ooh, I love C.
Yeah, baby. I'm going to save that note. All right, so there's the caramel, and it looks like there's a few of those. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'll definitely have to diabetic pee by the end of this now.
All right, what I don't see
is the chocolate cups.
The chocolate, the peanut butter thing. Oh, wait, here's one. I'm saving that. Oh, I see. So she sent 2 just straight milk chocolates and 2 peanut butters, and then 4 these little
milk chocolate sea salt with caramel.
Ooh, I love sea salt and caramel. That's my shit, yo.
All right, so let's
I just killed
eat
off
that.
a Talenti sea salt caramel gelato.
Sea salt caramel gelato.
A pint of it.
My goodness.
You see it in the frozen section. Oh, it's got a good nose. Its legs are very nice.
Oh, there you go with the legs.
Kind of where it's at. Excuse me, I'm going to do the cousin of sharding. Jizz in my pants.
The cousin.
The neighbor, if you will.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
Goddamn.
We're not even going to talk for a minute.
No. Mmm. Oh. Hello?
Do you enjoy watching us eat chocolate and caramel?
Oh my God, it's so yummy and creamy the way you guys just like put them in your mouth. It's so wonderfully delicious.
That was mainly for you, Jeff.
Oh, I know it was baby cakes.
Mmm.
Yeah, so I can't do the whole typing and driving and just typing in general because I have like, you know, this thing called, stupidity.
No.
So anyway.
Responsibility, Jeff. It's responsibility.
Fair enough. But, so now that you guys are eating, I'm a little bit on a delay. Well, I'm always on a delay to tell my shit story.
Oh, please.
So, it wasn't up until about 4 or 5 years ago where I got over my Howie Mandel syndrome of where I can only poop in my own bathroom.
Oh, I used to have that.
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Literally, I can poop anywhere. I'm pooping right now.
That's hot. I went out with my friends. We went to Jackson
Now I know
Hole.
you're lying.
Okay, I went with acquaintances.
Humans.
And we went to the Jackson Hole over in Bayside, Queens.
Okay.
But at that time, I've already moved out and lived in Bethpage.
Okay.
So the attack came on because I realized I can't eat Jackson Hole anymore. And I was like, guys, I'll be back in a half hour. I gotta go.
Oh, you actually went back to Bethpage and then went back?
I ran to Bethpage, but the problem was that it came on so fast and so quick.
Oh, boy.
I'm driving. And now has anybody had the sweats?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
Integral. Testicle.
Either way, it was a wonderful moment of trying to race against time to get to the bathroom. And then, but the ending to the story is, it wasn't a shard.
Thank you.
I was unlocking a door key short of making it to the bathroom.
Oh, shouldn't lock your bathroom then.
You know, that's where you keep the toilet paper and the toothbrush.
Right.
You
could just have one. You just pick one of those. You'd be all right.
That's true.
How are you doing, beautiful Andy?
What's that?
How are you doing, beautiful Andy? I miss you, booby.
I miss you, booby. I was just saying, haven't gotten to see you in a couple of weeks now.
No, my nipples have been hard.
I was telling Andy before we went on the air how the other night, we finished doing Hershey and the Keegs, and so we go outside to leave, and there you guys coming out of Bales and Walker's comedy class. So we had like this little impromptu get together with you and Rada, Bales and Walker, Hershey, Keegs, and myself.
It was an interesting moment. It was definitely like how I posted it. What was it? It's where headliners meet after signing up on ChristianMingle.com.
I made sure that I did not respond to that and say, well, you just being there even to take the picture undoes that entire fucking statement.
Well, once again, that's why I took the picture. Where would I be fitting to be in that photograph? But you want to know what? I do like, who was the one who posted about, like, hey, don't count out Rich Rada and Jeff Bosey because Rich Rada would be the straight man and I would be the mentally challenged.
That would be Ken Bichelle said that.
I don't know if Rich Walker's that straight.
No, Rich Rada.
Oh, Rich Rada? Yeah. No, him either.
No, he's not a straight man?
I've yet to see it proven otherwise.
Well, because I play both. What was it? No, I just play not straight.
Are we supposed to?
I think
we're supposed to disagree with that.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just stating facts at this point.
Speaking of not playing of being straight, Tony's, I usually play a woman, and now I'm just super flamboyantly happy about life.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss that.
I'm so glad that I'm typecasted as no matter what, I will never be a man.
Did that sound convincing when I said that? Because I was trying. I was really trying. I've been working on that.
Poor Jeff has to play this part 3 times this weekend. We have a show tonight here in the Giggle Room.
Jeff, are you method?
Say again?
Are you method? Like, is method acting your, like, how you do it, or?
Oh, it's just tapping the bowels of insanity. That's how I do it.
After each show, I am going to blow 3 guys.
I'm going to throw a whole bunch of man meat right in my mouth and go, hoo-ha.
I always think of Busta Rhymes with that, by the way.
So now here's the thing, though. The costume.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I find it to be kind of form-fitting.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
yes.
There's a point to the story. So I go and I look down and I go, oh, that's discouraging.
See, that's
So,
you just you fold the sock.
Oh, wait,
certain
no. This is where the story takes a turn for the worse, even then so. So I go to my soon-to-be, my roommate, or I call her still married to, unfortunately. But moving on. I go to her, I was like, what can I use? I asked her, I was like, I need a favor. And she goes, what do you need? And I said, I need to borrow something very old that you haven't used in over a decade.
His penis.
Yeah, I was going to say your penis, yeah.
I was like, I need to borrow your dildo. I said, I threw that away years ago. Well, that explains the no sex altogether. So, she didn't have that to lend. She didn't have that to lend to me. I was like, well, what's in the house that I can use? She brings over, she's like, do a DIY or whatever. She brings over the empty, what was it? What's that center of a paper towel roll?
The cardboard center of a paper towel roll? I don't think it has its own name.
Okay, well, either way, she goes, yeah, that's about an average size. And I was like, who the hell have you been sleeping with that's an average size?
Well, the basketball team she's been fucking in the last couple of months, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I was totally taken back. I was like, how much dick do you need in you? That's
much.
oversized.
That much.
She's my hero. I don't see a problem here.
But then she goes, why don't you try, I went to go grab a candy bar, and I was like, I said, no, it'll be all soft when it gets warm.
All right,
Someone's calling. You can be Carolina. Gotta go. Talk to you later. Love you both.
No, Jeff.
What?
No, I was about to tell you the story. I was.
Stay. It says name unavailable. I'm not. I only answered people who I know who it is.
A guy I bartended with years ago. We were Ace and Gary, the ambiguously gay duo.
Yeah.
For Halloween. While we were working, right next to us was this stage theater called Creative Ministries that's in Oakdale.
Noel.
And Noel, who passed away, and also I think Joe passed away too.
Oh, did he?
I think I heard something like that, but they were really great people. But it was a lot of LGBTQ types who would come in, so we figured we would sort of honor them by being Ace and Gary. And now, what I did as Gary, or no, I was Ace, I would... I took a sock and I folded it back on itself a couple of times, and I made it to try to look as realistic as possible when I put it in the underwear I wore outside of my sweatpants. And it really looked very realistic. Well, there was a point in the night where we adjust all of the lights, turn on the outside lights and turn down all the lights inside just to that like bar level. And they were over the bar, so I'd have to get up on a stool behind the bar. And I'm I'm going through and I'm looking and I'm adjusting all of the lights, and I look down and Noelle and Joe are sitting at that end of the bar, and they're both like this, just staring at my fake junk with awe.
That's hot.
And I was like, "What's up, guys?" And they were like, "You are. What's going on there?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is it's a fucking sock, you guys."
This is me. I'm bringing a life to the party.
Yeah, they were just like, "Wow, well, you've done a very good job with it. It looks very realistic." And I'm like, "There's credibility." Now, my buddy who was Gary, he just took a T-shirt and stuffed it down those underwear on the outside, and it was just like a mess, but it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, he suffered from elephantitis.
And then we totally ran the train on an ex-girlfriend of his after. No, I'm only kidding. That was a different night. I'm getting old, so all the stories are still. Huh?
We need to quickly. We need to shove a T-shirt and a sock right up your hole.
Yeah. No, that was a good
But anyway,
night.
what I want to do is,
What?
Tony, if I may, I want to ask your listeners if they can type in a suggestion of what would be the proper thing to make an appearance of a proper bulge that I can use tonight, and I will definitely go ahead and do so. And I will top it off with, if the said item works, except for Ken Michelle because he lives in the middle of nowhere. But if the said item works,
That's so hilarious that you think he's gonna fucking chime in about this.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's already saying this is awkward. Yeah.
Wishful thoughts. But anyways, if the said item works this evening, I will give them 2 complimentary tickets to the No Rhyme No Reason comedy night.
All right,
on
so
November 5th.
So warm up those tickets for Andrew Fremder, because he just wrote in with what he said was an actual bulge.
Okay, so that's not happening.
That might be one of the best things Fremder has come up with.
I have to say, like, we're nice in line. I kind of wish you were here, pal, if I can do that. But.
Well, in 5 minutes, you might just wish we weren't, that he wasn't
I know,
here. Yeah. That's not happening, Jeff. Should we have Rita come tonight? Would that help you with the actual bulge?
Well, no, that'll only make it like I was like telling everybody which way to go.
Dude, I'm telling you, long socks. You fold them at the end, right? Like so that they would just like be together, and most of the 2 socks hang down below. So you now have that. Now you take and run the socks through, so it's about 6 inches, 4 or 6 inches. And then just kind of play with it a little bit, because the toes become like the glands of the penis. That initial fold looks like the ring around your penis, like where the bris has happened, or depending on your religion, the circumcision.
Oh, I just
and
missed the tip. You gotta go.
And then the body of it is the shaft. And then what you do is you just position it properly, facing down or to the side. And trust me, dude, this works better than anything else I stuff my pants with.
You know, I'm just kind of curious. Does that work for the other unknown quote unquote comedian that's named Rockstar or whatever? What was his name?
No, that guy just has a hammer, dude. You need to go kill him and take his. Like,
there's Tony. There's a person who holds a mic, and he always wears tight clothing,
and different.
And it's quite obvious.
Eccentric. Yeah.
It's quite obvious that his clam hammer is quite gigantic.
Yeah.
Holds a mic.
Well, this is guy, and he's out by me, and he started going action when Billy was hosting the mic at Round 2 Pub that would come by, and he calls himself Rockstar, and he would come dressed like in different outfits. Like his most popular one is to dress like Neo from The Matrix. But yeah, he wears some really tight clothing, and he's got a huge cock. Or he's doing a really good job of stuffing.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe he had a conversation with you about stuffing.
No, he definitely not. I try not to talk to that guy at all.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't either.
He makes me nervous in other ways.
Well, gentlemen, now that I've fulfilled my moment of talking about not fulfilling a tender moment of shitting my pants and about cocks, I am definitely ready to play the character that I will be tonight at Governor's. What time, Tony?
Call time is 6:30.
6:30. Get in there. Get a couple of drinks. You're going to have a great time because you're going to have Tony. You're going to have Eric. You're going to have, like, this sexy old lady that I want to go ahead and do dirty things to. And then I'll be there. And then, yeah, it's going to be a great time.
Before you go, we were wrong. Ken Pichelle has given you a suggestion. He suggests you use the largest size Sharpie that you can find.
The Sharpie Magnum.
Largest size Sharpie. Okay, wow.
And then it'll break in the middle of the show, and you'll have ink all over your crotch.
They'll be like, look, now I'm a black guy.
Sounds like Ken's tried a couple of these.
What, break the marker and be a black guy, or just have the marker?
No, because then he says a Johnsonville brat.
It's called a Sharpie Magnum. Oh, you read that already. Just me over here keeping the suggestions alive. Wow, yeah, he's done some research on this.
Good for you, Ken.
Wow.
I'm for stuffing.
Look at you turning away from Jesus for a moment.
Oh, my God. Steer the fucking truck, Jeff. Jesus Christ.
All right, I got to go, guys. I love you. Take it easy.
Love you later, baby.
Jeff Bosey checking in, ladies and gentlemen. New York girl suggests getting a balloon, blowing it up, and putting it in place.
So what happens is at some point somebody gives a grab and there's a possibility of popping.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got to be honest, like anything that happens near the testicles hurts. So even that air pressure change, be like, ooh.
Yeah, right. The air pressure change.
And that would be fun. It would be funny.
Oh.
And other people, Schadenfreude, other people's pain and misfortune. Hilarious.
Yeah, and then Jeff couldn't, get action tonight. He should stuff his pants with Rada.
I bet you Rada would really like that, too.
I was going to say, I bet you that's been done before.
Nobody talks about another person that much and doesn't want their cock in his mouth.
There does seem to be quite the infatuation.
Like he's trying to talk his way to... It may have already happened.
That'd be my guess.
Only Jeff would be able to really tell, because I don't think Rada would be able to get himself to admit it.
But Bosey, on the other hand, would tell us in a heartbeat, I think.
Yeah,
that happened, yeah.
Rada was slobbing my clam hammer like you wouldn't believe.
Over the weekend.
The weekend was great for Rada. Eating my cock and my asshole. It was amazing.
Rich raided my ass.
Yeah.
Hey!
You were.
That was me.
Ah, nice Fremderism. He Fremderated that.
That Jeff, he's adorable.
Yeah, we did it in the back of Wendy's. Do you remember? I gotta call. I gotta talk to Jeff because there was.
You just did.
No. Like really, like not all this entertaining showbiz talk.
Oh.
But there was a time they did his birthday on No Rhyme, No Reason.
Oh, with the cake.
And Rada had me call in as somebody he hooked up with at the Wendy's in.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I had gone and because I'm like, where is this place? And I had done a ton of research. Like, there's a mattress firm that was right next to it, and so when I called, I was like, hello, like I'm the guy you met from mattress firm. Like, well, it was at Wendy's, but I work right next door, and he was like. Because, like, you give them enough environmental things and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what throws them off, because then they start to wonder if it's real.
Oh, my God.
So what was KDC about on Friday? Yeah.
It's Free Association Friday.
Well, it's funny, because I actually, before the show, here on Twitch, it lets you set up, hashtags of topics you're going to talk about.
Sure.
And I forgot to set that up this morning.
Oh.
But I was able to redo it during the show, so I was able to write in poop and Buc-ee's and chocolate.
So that covers everything. Holy shit! Good job, Tony.
That was
professionalism.
Well, that was our show today.
I think a lot of people out there don't fucking get to see the professionalism level of Tony Walker. I get to see it every Friday, or the Fridays where I'm not at the fucking zoo.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what we talked about today. I mean, all right, well, we have just a little under 20 minutes left. So do we need to, like, amp it up a little bit and make it more professional so that...
Oh, do you have something planned?
Well, I do have one item.
Oh, I would love to hear this.
Actually, two items.
Yeah, I got a couple myself.
Well, here's one. Pope Francis delivered a blunt warning this week, not just to congregants, but also to priests and nuns, telling them to quit with the porn already. So, yeah, we're amping it up.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank God. Wow, somebody finally... Okay, I guess I'll stop. Wow, the Pope wants me to not...
The devil enters from there, he said. Well, isn't that what porn is?
In some ways, yes.
Depends
on what you're watching, I guess.
Right. He called porn a vice shared by many laymen, many lay women. Very fitting that he said that.
I'd lay them all.
In addition to the clergy. And I'm not just talking about criminal pornography like that involving the abuse of children. That is already degeneration. First of all, yeah, no shit. Secondly, yeah, go talk to your clergy about that. And I love how he just, like he really has to point that out. Like, oh yeah, everybody's going to think that we're all watching, kiddie porn. Sorry, those are your priests. Pornography is... But pornography that is a little normal, dear brothers, be careful about this. Porn weakens the priestly heart, and that the pure heart, the one that Jesus receives every day, cannot receive this pornographic information.
It's got to use different language than, like, receive.
Exactly.
I like to receive my porn over my phone.
And but then he says, delete this from your phone so you will not have temptation in hand. Which
okay, you know what? He's trolling the shit out of everybody. Mad respect to the Pope. That's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Is that the translation or?
These are quotes that I read. I mean, I don't know.
Yo, this
how
is
accurate
the greatest
this is,
Pope ever, dude. That was the funniest fucking thing I think I've read in a really or heard read. I didn't actually read it, obviously. I can't read, but.
But of course, yeah, the in hand, that's hilarious. But the fact that delete this from your phone, like, sorry, but I don't think anybody, most people don't have a porn app that you delete from your phone. You go on the internet, you check, you have a porn app. You do not have a porn app. Let me see.
It is my Safari, I think it's called.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the porn app.
Safari's the porn app?
Yeah, what else do you use that for? Can that be used for anything else? I didn't think so. I thought all you could get was porn on there.
True. Good point. Kent Bichelle.
He's on it.
Bosie, if you want to attract a certain attention, use a McRib tonight. It's like catnip. Nice. Kent Bichelle.
Ken knows what's up. That's some super fan information right there.
Yeah. I can tell you right now that the old way of taking your temperature was not a rabbi's idea, says Fremder. Bosie says he'll grab the suggestions later and try them. All right. Did somebody hack the Pope's Twitter, says Michelle. This is a real article. I haven't heard anything since that says that somebody hacked him.
This is the best, most progressive Pope ever.
He has been, yes. He really has been.
I mean, I haven't been a practicing Catholic for a long time. I may have respect to the guy, but if he's being serious, I think this is trolling people. But if he's being serious, that's a big step back.
But yeah,
go wash some people's feet in the poor areas of Rome, as the popes are wont to do at times.
When my son was getting christened, getting baptized, we had this priest.
Yeah, because getting christened means something different.
I know, that's why I corrected myself.
No. Like,
in fact, the church is right across the street here on Hempstead Turnpike.
Yikes.
This priest was, what's the term? I don't want to sound, no. Well, maybe. I don't want to sound racist, but he was Middle Eastern, but that's not the proper term anymore, right? Middle Eastern?
You know what? You want to blow people's mind?
Yeah.
Southwest Asian.
Southwest Asian. All right. That's where this man was from. Thick accent, like you're calling, the telemarketers.
Oh, South Asian then. Just straight South Asian.
Okay. So we're going through the ceremony, and they get the water out, and he actually says, he stops. He goes, in my country, where I come from, and I don't do
we
accents.
drink this stuff after.
Well, he said we rub the children's feet. He said we do everything with the water, and then we rub their feet. And he's asking us. He goes,
just finish the fucking service.
Well, that's the thing.
Padre.
Well, that's the thing. He's like, do you do that? He's asking us, do you do that here? And I was the first one. I was like,
only if you're into feet.
Yeah, I just went, no, just like that. No. Like what? And then I started looking around. I'm like, what is going on? This guy's asking if we should rub the baby's feet. Like what?
It's hot.
Now my son has a foot fetish.
Yeah.
He kept my leg when they chopped it off. I don't know why.
Right.
So I wanted to share that. I thought, I read this, and I actually said to I think I read that. I think I found that on Monday, and I'm like, I'm saving that one for Friday.
Thank you so much, John. Oh, my God. You weren't going to waste it on... No, never mind. I'm going to stop there because my descriptors are only going to be terrible after that.
Now, here's another one. So I got a few things, but here's another one that I wanted to do today with you.
Oh.
10 signs for adults that they may have ADHD.
Huh?
Number 1, procrastinating to the extreme.
I don't know if I really want to talk about all of this right now. I mean, this one in particular may or may not be something that I can get on board with when we eventually get to actually, talking about it. I'm not sure if I even know if talking is the right thing. Maybe if we were to write it, if I had more time, like maybe if we wait until next week, we can actually maybe talk about this.
Maybe we could. Number 2, hyper-focusing on the same task for hours.
That's me for sure.
As I tell everybody about, when you tried to pick the lock that day.
Dude, I can't. Yeah. Oh, do you tell that story?
I did. I think the next day or whenever we were on.
That was I was dude. Because you know what? It's about not being conquered. It's like, no, I'm gonna win today. Not the fucking you lock. You don't win. I fucking win. I have a hard time with that. I yell at the dishes all the time.
The dishes?
Yeah, well, as I'm putting them in, and if something slides out of my hand, and it's like the worst part. You have the racks out, right, and you're filling, and you go to put like a spoon or something, and like maybe
it falls through,
and it falls.
I hate that.
I'm like, don't fuck around with me, you piece of shit. I will fucking end you. Like that's usually the kind of thing that the way I'm talking to.
Yep, I'm with you.
Dishes.
Like I got my system, and I'm and I'm on a roll, and I'm just going, and then that one falls through. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Or something on the top, because the drawer comes out and it's always on a slant. So then something on top rolls down, and then slides through, and then falls to the floor.
That's never fucking happened.
Oh, it will now. Spending impulsively.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You don't strike me.
Shit. I have. You know what I have in the car right now is I have a voice changer that I got at Spirit.
Voice changer.
I don't have using it for anything. I just got it because I thought it'd be fun eventually to use as something. Yeah.
Losing all sense of time.
Oh, fuck. Speed this up. I didn't realize.
Experiencing emotional outbursts.
Oh God, that's absolutely me. Look, I walked in. I'm like, let me tell you about how horrible the world is, Johnny Walker. Like, okay, calm down.
Forgetting to eat. That you don't have a problem.
No, I forget to eat all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah, and that's why you make. What happens is you make poor. I anyway make poor choices because I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat before I do this other thing. Like, fuck, and then you're like, I'm at 7-Eleven. I mean, 7-Eleven is like primarily my diet.
Oh,
like
Andy,
everything that's in. Yeah, but I
like their sandwiches, their hot dogs and stuff.
No, not the hot dogs. I will get
like a bag of chips or
the
something.
Chicken salad sandwich.
Really?
Which is pretty. It's not great, but it's also not terrible. I'll get different types of chips, croissants. I'm a huge croissant fan. By the way, ShopRite in Port Jeff Station. I don't know who they have in there making those fucking croissants, like the ones like, with Plugar butter. They are unbelievable. These are
some of the best. That would be good to put in a croissant. That would kind of look.
That's true, but you'd need a couple because they would flatten over time because most of that's air in there.
Or you just get the dough. Don't cook the croissant, just the dough.
Yeah, and then so again, it's warm down there. The dough is going to like sag and start leaking out. And everything.
Or because it's warm down there, it'll start to cook and it will expand.
That's actually, I didn't, especially somebody like Bozy.
Can you imagine?
That probably would work. No, you're right. I take that back. I'm
So
sorry.
expand
I'm sorry I
during
shit
the
on that like
show.
immediately. That would be great. It's like his dick's getting bigger. Like, but not in like the traditional longer sense. It's getting fatter.
Right? It's going to blow up.
Yeah. 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 That's even better. I didn't have a good sound to end. Thank
It
you.
was good. Forgetting to eat. We said having trouble sleeping.
That's definitely me for sure.
Taking forever to make decisions. No, that's not you.
I don't know.
Feeling perpetually restless.
Yeah.
And the last one, rambling and monopolizing conversations.
No, that's not me at all. It does remind me of 1986, November, it was around my birthday. It wasn't exactly my birthday. It was maybe a couple of days before because I definitely wasn't 11 yet. I was still 10. Yeah. All right, I don't know. I can't fuck with that one too much. I was actually just go back. My initial impulse was to say, "Oh, that's not me at all."
Right.
But yeah.
All right, go back and read some comments. Let's see, I haven't been keeping track. Get a balloon. We did that. He should stuff his pants with Rada. Both said I can only wish. We did that in the back of Wendy's. Bosie will next be performing. Where'd it go? Hang on, I lost it. Oh, he'll next be performing in the colon of Rada. Wait a minute. Yeah, at the colon of Rich Rada. Okay. Bosie, if you want to attract certain attention, use a McRib tonight. It's like Ken Epper. We read that. Did somebody hack the Pope's Twitter? Okay, got that. Yeah, but I think Jesus was a porn star, by the way. He nailed the crossing guards. Oh, Fremda. Wow. I like when my wife does dishes with the racks out.
That's okay. Not great, but it's, gets us to the next one.
New York girl says that's definitely, that saved her a doctor's appointment with her husband's doctor because he definitely has ADHD. ADD stands for a duh-duh. A duh-duh. Details matter, say Ken Pichel.
Details do matter. That's like when my wife says it's in the garage, and I go in the garage, and I'm there for a half an hour trying to find whatever it is that I've been sent to get. And I come back, and I go, I'm sorry, it's nowhere in there.
And then she finds it like that?
No. She goes, no, you didn't go out to the shed. You said the fucking garage. You can't. They're in two different directions from anywhere in the house. The garage is actually part of the house. The shed is way out back. Like, it doesn't matter where I am in the house.
But if you don't find it in the garage, you don't think, let me go check the shed.
No, okay, so this is about training people. And it's true with anybody and anything. I know that she must have meant the shed at that point.
Okay.
But no, you don't get to just take advantage of my initiative because you say the right place. Please stop wasting my time. So I will not go out to the shed. I will go back to her and be like, yeah, it wasn't there. Oh, but it was out there. I put it. No, that's the shed. So if you want to go find it out in the shed, go right ahead. I went to the garage where you asked me to go. Because it creates just like that annoying extra step for that person. Instead of it just being an annoying step for me, I share that annoying extra step with the person, the author of this stupidity.
But you could save a step because you have to go there anyway. So plus you're then not getting the loving later on tonight.
Yeah, you're still going to get the loving.
You're still getting the loving, even though you did that?
You make your point of being like, you said the wrong fucking thing. Without being like, hey, dipshit, you said the wrong fucking thing.
I would go to the garage, go to the shed, bring it in, and say, by the way, just so you know,
because
you
then
sent
it
me to
sounds
the wrong
like
place.
then it sounds like you're being a fucking dick by bringing it up. This is in line, like
No. This is just so you know when you go looking for it next time, you know where to find it. You're welcome. Let's go have lunch.
That's not how that ever works. You have to go do the thing that they asked you to do and come back and go, hey, it wasn't there. So that they go, the pathways, the neural pathways get fucking written to be like, oh, that's the shed. I need to, when I mean the shed, I need to say the shed.
Does that actually happen?
Yeah, over time.
Over time. But during that time, they're saying, you stupid freaking moron, just walk over there and get it.
Yeah, so save yourself the fucking frustration and say the right fucking
I'm
place.
saving my sex life by not doing that.
See, that's makeup sex is always better than fucking regular inline sex. Because it was not in the fucking garage. Yeah, I sound like...
that's not makeup sex. That's angry sex.
That's James Kirk in... Is there any other kind? James Kirk in Star Trek 3. I have had enough of you, as he kicks Christopher Lloyd in the face.
Right.
Because Christopher Lloyd is the bad guy.
Right.
Klingon,
yeah. Double dumbass on you. That's Star Trek 4.
I am not going to the fucking shed.
Yep. And New York Girl says, Andy, just go to the effing shed.
Because here's the thing. There's going to be a point where there's an emergency situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about the shed in the garage, but where you have to communicate concisely and correctly. So by me fucking doing it in my technique, it makes you stop and say the next time, because like I don't want to have to deal with him. It's so annoying. He comes back in, like, oh, okay, then I guess I meant the shed. Okay, well then next time say, I don't say that part. I go, oh, the shed, not the garage. Okay, and I go out and I get whatever it is. Trust me.
Oh, I trust you.
Yeah. I'm doing Kirk the rest of the day. I love James T. Kirk. Tiberius is his middle name.
Yeah, that's right.
So Emperor of Rome, one of the best.
Tell them where you're going to be tonight, Shatner.
I'm going to be with a bunch of very talented young comics in a place called Industry in Huntington, Long Island.
Or as Pichelle would say, Huntington.
True. Pichelle, great guy. See, wow, there's a closeness between. Is there Trump in there? In Shat?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe if I did like this and combine the two. Donald Trump.
James T. Trump.
The T stands for Trump. I'm the captain of the Enterprise.
Spock's ears are huge. They're huge ears.
Huge ears. Biggest ears ever. Everybody says it.
Right. In the shed, that's where you find a backhoe.
Hell yeah.
Another callback. Very nice. We're out of here.
Yeah, we are.
Don't forget tonight, baby. The big night. I've been bugging you guys with it. I can finally stop talking about it as of Monday. Knockem Dead Comedy performing tonight in the Giggle Room here at Governor's. Go to govs.com. You can still make some reservations. There's still some open spots available. Come on down. Come join us. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, don't forget, not that one. Where's the other one? There it is. He just called in. We just had some fun with him. Jeff Bosey, Rich Rader, No Rhyme, No Reason Comedy Night with Mike Keegan and Kathy Arnold and some other great comedians. And they just added somebody to it. Who the hell was it?
Oh, Roseanne Sorrentino.
There you go. Thank you very much. That's next week, next Saturday in the Giggle Room.
Oh, I've got a show. Shit.
What?
I've got a show in that night.
Oh. Don't forget November 18th, Hershey and the Keegs doing a show in the little room with Tom McGuire, our pal Fat J. The one and only Carla will be there as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. Go to govs.com for all these great shows.
Yeah.
And, of course, don't forget, winner
for Best Script at the Tokyo International Film Festival. Comic Sans, private screening. It's coming up. We're only 2 weeks away.
Yes.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks. So we're going to be technical. It's 2.5 weeks.
Okay. Comic Sans.
The day after my birthday.
That's right.
So if you want to give me your box, any of you out there, I would love your box.
We have a box here. Comic Sans, private screening. If you'd like to be a part of it, let us know and we'll get you in. I think Liz Batapete is coming. Fremda, are you coming? I think Fremda's coming.
Fremda.
So that'll be a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to that. What did I just do?
Camera.
Boom. Okay. So, be sure to join us. Again, join us tonight, or go to Industry tonight, or do both tonight.
Yeah, or go to McGuire's, another one, because that's the Terry McNeely, which is a bunch of my buddies are on that one.
And again, DC Benny playing the club, playing McGuire's this weekend. Nikki Smiggs is here at Governor's. I think that's tomorrow. I think with Mike Keegan. Andy Pitts is playing the club tonight, and then tomorrow night he's going into the Giggle Room while Nikki Smiggs is in the big room. I believe that's what they're doing.
Oh, cool.
So, lots of cool stuff going on. And here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast, don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock, Donversations. He is talking to a comedian named...
Is this the goth comic?
No, that was last week.
That was last week. Okay.
This is Sherwin XL is his name.
I've heard that name.
Have you? I was not familiar with it. I watched a little bit of it. It was pretty good. The guy seems pretty funny.
Cool.
So that's tonight at 8 o'clock on the YouTube channel. And that's it for the weekend. No Green Room show this weekend. I'm going to try for maybe... Oh, yeah, maybe we'll try to do it next weekend because that'll be when Bosie's here with Rada. But you have
I
to
will
show
not be able to see it. Of course, that's no... I give you permission to do this without...
Thank you. We'll have to see who else is available.
I love how that sounds.
I'll have to see because I'm not doing it by myself. But I'll keep you updated. Fremda, have a good one, everyone. Be well, be safe. You too, pal.
Peace.
Kent Pichelle, I believe, said something about having a good weekend. Have a great weekend, all. Yeah, you too, pal. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Enjoy your weekend, and see you Monday here on Twitch. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.